Hey everybody, Big D here.
And I'm Liam.
Welcome back to another Wednesday episode of Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage. This week we are working on quite a bit of things. We are going to first be working on the wiring harness for Darksin, and then most of all, we are going to take the heads off of Darksin and have a good look at them and look at the pistons and the cylinder walls. But before we move on to all of that, we do have a little bit of an announcement that we need to make. For as of right now, we're not saying it's gone forever, just for right now, our Friday night live streams are officially coming to an end. We aren't getting enough views on them, so we're going to be putting those on pause for right now, and we are currently working on some things to fill the space, but we don't want to give any of that away yet, so just know we are working on some things to fill the void for Friday's live stream. So yeah, for right now, no more live streams. Sorry guys, for you guys that did come over and like to watch it, but just not enough views to keep it going right now. Okay, now back to the car stuff. We do have some part unveils for Darksin.
We'll start with the simple stuff.
We'll start with the simple stuff. We've got
Paint.
Restock of our favorite paints. We've got our Duplicolor High Temp Chevy Orange enamel. We've got our High Gloss Black. We've got our Engine Primer. And we've also got our Aluma Blast. So we got 2 cans of each this time. Sorry for banging on the table, guys. I don't mean to do that, especially with the paint cans. Okay, so we've got restock of our paints. We've already showed them that, Will, or Liam. It's the smaller stuff up on top of the big box. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our throttle body gasket. We have our valve cover gasket kit. We have our timing cover gasket kit. We have new lifter trays. Probably didn't need to replace them, but you know what? I'm replacing them. So brand new lifter trays. In this box here, I will pull it out and show it to you guys. This is a brand new knock sensor harness for the lifter valley tray. I found out that they are important to run, and they are very, very important to have when it comes to the dyno tuning of the motor. It makes the tuning that much easier. So I got a brand new harness kit for those. We have our brand new, we got 2 of them. I'm not going to show you both of them. We got 2 brand new knock sensors. So we're good there. That is our, what is this one? This is our intake manifold gaskets. I really like these.
Oh yeah?
Like, really like these. These are going to be able to hold some boost. William's going to see why. Look at that. Woo! It is thick metal with very thick, like the rubber seals on the top and the bottom.
Wow.
Very, very nice. Made by Felpro.
Sweet.
So that is our intake manifold gaskets.
I'm guessing these are head gaskets.
Oh yes, we must look at these.
Oh, similar to the...
Oh, but these are our stackable.
Oh, wow. So
these are multi-layered 3-layer from GM, okay? But they are the best ones to run in a turbo situation. I had done my research. So we have multi-layered head gaskets for our motor made by GM, come from GM, original GM parts. So that is it for the new parts. We are still waiting on some other stuff to come in, but it's coming in very quickly now. So we've got pretty much all of our gaskets. We got to get the gasket kit for the back plate of the block, and I think that's it gasket wise.
We still have to get some rings and bearings.
Well, we got our rings. We just got to get the bearings.
Oh, yeah.
We need our
right.
rod and main
Rings are
bearings. Yes.
Bearings.
Yeah, we need our rod and main bearings and our cams still to come in. Our lifters, I think, are supposed to be here today. Yeah. So the lifter's supposed to be here today. Waiting on the cam and
Bearings.
and that's pretty much it. We'll be able to finish, take the motor apart and really dive into putting it back together. You guys will see in the next video, we are going to be buying a parts tub cleaner. Every freaking part of this motor is being cleaned as it comes apart. So when it goes back into this motor, everything's gonna look brand spanking new. The heads, the pistons, rods, whole 9 yards. So you guys will be seeing us do that as we're taking the motor apart and putting it back together. Everything's getting cleaned and marked. So anyway, with that being said, I don't want to be rambling on. We're going to go ahead and dive into today's work. So here we go.
Okay, so in this part I have already laid out the factory wiring harness, and we are now removing all of the wire looming and stuff from the factory and zip tying up all of the wires to clean up the entire harness. We also eliminated the headlight harness at this point, so this is all motor harness.
Okay guys, well, got the wiring laid out, completely done. So if you look up close here, we got fuel injectors for one side of the motor. Then over here is the fuel injectors for the other side of the motor. We got all of our sensors. By doing this, we were able to also find out if we had any connectors missing. We do have one here that is missing. There was another one. There's a black line down there that's missing a sensor on it. Other than that, I think that was the only two sensors I'm missing. I cleaned up where they, from the salvage yard where they cut the harness at the firing wall. I got all that cleaned up and recut. And when you're done doing all of this, this is what you end up with. Big pile of wire loop, tape, everything. And you're probably asking, why do you go through all this trouble? Well, one, when you take it to the electrician to have your harness worked on, it saves you money. Because normally they have to do all of this, but if you do all of it ahead of time, it saves you money because they're able to just dive right into it and not have to do all this stuff. So it saves you money, saves you time. Also, reason for doing it, like I said a minute ago, gives you a chance to find out if you're missing any connectors, stuff like that. So that's going to be it with this part of the video. So here we go. Okay, everybody. Well, we are going to begin the removal of the cylinder heads so we can have a good look at our heads and our cylinders and cylinder walls and pistons and all that good stuff. We are using the electric impact today because the air ratchet broke and I don't want to do them by hand because it will take too long. So it might be a little noisy, but bear with us. So here I go. Is that one? Okay. Let's see how we are here.
Yes, this will show us how bad the
That
oil
one?
really was in the system.
Okay. Yeah.
Something's
Those are sleeves, obviously, because they have O-rings on them.
Mm-hmm.
But even for being sleeves, there's gunk on them.
Yeah, they're.
Okay, rock the valve cover back and surprise it. Hey,
That doesn't look too bad, actually.
there's no sludge. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are going to remove our rocker assembly. One. Now make sure we keep these in order.
Mm-hmm.
Because we want these going back on the cylinders that they come off of. What's happening?
I think we broke a socket, maybe.
No? I don't think so. Did we?
Try another one.
What?
I think this rounded out. It's hot.
No. Yeah, we split it. And this is a short socket instead of a long one, so hopefully it has a stronger. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Holy crap!
Did you just break another one?
Just shattered that one. Pick that up, thank you.
Okay, here we
I
go.
don't understand how. Okay. Hold the motor, because I have a feeling this is.
Look, there you go.
Okay.
Let's
Alright.
break all of them loose. So we don't have this problem again.
Well, I'm leaving them attached.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just backing them off to where, well, I'm taking them off enough that I can get the push rod out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm threading them back in by hand, just so they stay where I
They
need them to
belong.
be. Yes.
You need to stay in your home.
Yes,
You're
that way
right.
there's no confusion on where they go back on it,
Mm-hmm.
since they're not being replaced. However, the valve springs are being replaced, so
Yeah.
they will probably have to come off at some point. Okay, them are in there. So I am going to use the impact to finish taking them out, because they do have quite a bit of resistance. So that one out, take this out, slide that back in its hole, thread it back in a couple threads, back this one out, that out, this back in its hole, yada yada yada. These don't look too bad either. Little,
A little worn,
but
a little discolored.
a little discolored, but they don't look bad at all. Okay.
Now we're ready to take that.
And these are on the top side, they are let me tell you guys real quick so you know what to expect. Okay, on your top side, along the top, they're going to be a 10 millimeter. And then on the inside here and out here, you are looking at a 15 millimeter. Now, sometimes not sometimes, they're different with some motors. Sometimes you'll have long bolts and sometimes you'll have short bolts. You have to find out what they are before you replace them. Also remember, the head bolts on these are torque to yield, which means they are only usable one time. They will not torque properly a second time. So anyway, with that being said, let's get this going. William's got my breaker bar ready to go. Get my extension on here. I'm going to hold the motor. Oh, wrong socket. I want to break the top ones off first. Them are the 10 millimeter. So let's get these first. Actually, that was not bad. Oh, aluminum heads.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Okay. Easy. Very easy. Out came very easily. Okay, that's all the tins. Cool. Let's go ahead and pull those out with the impact real quick, so we're not having to switch back and forth with sockets so much. You get the. Yep. Oil galleys. Oil galleys.
It's where they show oil paintings. But don't pump.
Good. Okay, so apparently, wow. Yeah. Let's hope we can get it with a breaker. If the damn freaking impact can't take that off, we got some problems. Okay, so the 10 millimeter ones came off nice and easily. Okay,
There you go.
well, interesting.
Here, will you give me a try?
Yes, let's let Liam do some of these. That's weird. The impact wouldn't take that off. Is my I think my electric impact might be
You're
losing.
not gonna get the metal ones
What do you mean?
with this, the bar.
Oh, so we do have to remove them.
Yeah, you gotta remove them.
Dang it.
Alright,
Well,
there you go. Gotta remove these. The bar gets in the way. Alright,
okay.
there we go.
There we go.
I'll put this over here.
Yep. They all came off on their own rail, so that's good. That way we know, but
You can take the springs right now too. If you had the tool handy, but we
yeah,
don't.
we don't have it out right now, so
Alright,
anyway,
here we go.
let Liam
Back to work.
pull these off. Let me hold this. Damn. Okay. So,
Thanks for holding that. That actually helps.
yes. Damn. Okay. They're in there. They are definitely on there. Oh, okay. All right. There goes our next one. Now, how many
Get
more?
this one off a little more. I didn't really
Okay.
get it loose. There we go.
And we got all our bottom ones. Now we did not pull our spark plugs, but that's all right.
It's alright, as long as we don't bang them against the...
No. Oh, damn, them bottom ones are even tighter than the center ones.
Ooh.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, that one was really in there. All right. There. Oh, that one was in there too. Okay.
Factory tour.
This is some good content. All right, here we go. Wow. That one was really in
There's
there.
the water.
Okay, so that one goes into a water jacket apparently.
No, it's what comes from the... It's starting to separate. So
Oh, okay.
front end's starting to separate since I took the torque.
Okay, so we still have water in our block. Was not aware of this.
Yeah.
I knew we still had oil in the oil pan, but thought that all the water was drained out. Oh wait, I power washed the block, so it probably filled back up when I power washed.
I'll do it.
So, okay, those are broke loose. Now Liam can just switch over to the impact to finish pulling those out. And while he's doing that, I will lift these 10mm ones out of the top. There we go.
Here's the thing.
And I will also grab our rubber mallet. Alright, they're all backed out. Now Liam can lift them all out. Okay, so we got really long ones on the bottom, extremely short ones on the top. Okay, long, long, long,
Short.
short, well, medium. Oh,
Well, this one's in there.
he's trying. And medium.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give them a nice little whack on that end and whack on that end, and they're already loose, so I'm going to give Liam the honor.
Oh, you got it on me hand.
I'm going to give Liam the honor of the
Pulling of the first head.
pulling of the first cylinder head. They're aluminum,
Light cell.
yes. Ooh, not too bad. A little
That's pretty
bit,
good.
a little carbon, but
Yeah, there's
not.
carbon build up around the edges.
But let's see, we got any signs of valve seat
look at that.
leakage?
No,
No?
we're pretty
All
good.
the valve seats look good.
Let's check the cylinder
Okay.
walls. That's going to be the big.
Let's get we'll grab us some paper towels real quick and we'll wipe these,
Here, let me
we'll wipe these out real
get this out
fast.
of the way. It's rather awkward.
Wipe these out real fast and have a look at our cylinder walls. See how they look here. Okay, got some paper towels. Stick some of those down there. There's our lifter cups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some replacements for those too.
Yes, we do. Not real sure how the hell the lifter cups come out though.
Little water damage, like a little rust, but I don't know why there's rust damage in the.
Oh, the head gasket's still on, that's why.
There we go.
I'm like, what?
There's a guide.
That was a guide button. Sorry. I'm like, why can't I get the guides out? Duh. Alright, there's our factory head gasket. Let's
Any
look,
sign of
at,
damage?
let's look at our fire rings.
Look how good.
Fire rings look good. I don't see any water seepage from water port to cylinder walls. So,
Still see crosshatch in the cylinders.
okay, so we're still good on this side. However, this right here, even in Arizona, okay, run antifreeze. It's not just to keep your block from freezing. It also does other properties to the water. When you don't run antifreeze, look at this head gasket.
It's plugged.
Every single water port on this head gasket is completely plugged up. That's because there was not antifreeze in this motor.
It's a rust preventative.
Run antifreeze, or this will happen to you.
Look at this.
And that's
Look at
how-
these chunks.
That's how overheating happens. If water cannot move through your motor, it overheats. So again, run antifreeze.
All right.
Okay, how are we looking?
They look awesome, actually. Little crosshatch.
Okay.
Some rust damage.
Yes, okay.
Rust damage right there. Of no clear.
Okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. I don't know if Liam could get in a close shot or not,
Let me see what I can do here.
but yes, the crosshash is good. We'll still do our ball hone in here,
Just get rid of
just
all the.
real lightly, but we got good crosshash. The tops of the pistons look good, just a little bit of carbon.
As to be expected.
Again, water jackets, see that?
Yeah, dirty as hell.
Thought that was a solid piece. It's not.
Okay. Looks like we got a good
Okay.
block.
So we got a damn good motor to start with. All right, well, that's going to call it for this today. We'll be right back with you guys. So see you in just a minute. Hey everybody, well, as you saw in today's video, we got a lot done.
Yeah.
The wiring harness has been completely stripped back and all sorted out, looking awesome. We've got the intake manifold has been completely smooth plastic wise.
Yeah.
So only thing we're waiting on now is as soon as I get the parts tub washer, we're going to give this a good scrub down. As you guys saw, we got that big old side hole finally plugged up. And most importantly, you guys saw we got the heads off the motor, and surprisingly enough, there's crosshatch left in the cylinder walls.
The motor does not look bad at all once you get the heads off.
Yeah.
Everything looks clean. Looks ready to go.
I thought for sure they would at least be the cylinder walls would be glazed, you know, but there's actually still crosshatch. Now we
after
did
100,000 miles, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but we did notice, you know, the back driver's side cylinder had been running a little on the hot side.
Yeah.
So we are going to have the cylinder heads checked, make sure that they're, you know, good and level and not warped.
And we're going to clean them and check them for cracks.
Yes. The motor is phenomenally clean. We're going to clean it up, like we said, real good as it's going back together, and it will look like a brand spanking new motor. So anyway, with that being said, next week we're just going to continue on the process with the motor and stuff. I believe Liam's going to do some stuff on...
Yeah, I'm working slowly on the paint. I'm just I'm archiving that video, and I'm going to bring it to you soon.
Okay. Yeah, so that will be definitely coming your guys' way very soon, and it will be worth it because he's busting his ass and it's looking really good. So those will be definite videos worth watching. So anyway, with that being said, we will see you guys next Wednesday. Remember, again, no more Friday live streams, so don't be looking to see one pop up because there won't be one. See you guys next Wednesday. I'm Big D.
I'm Liam.
And we're out.